series on the Gyan portal. The name of that series is Learn the Basic, about how to know how you know about C++. And this series is all for beginners and for advanced persons, because as we already discussed about the input IO output things in C++, which I already mentioned in the I button. Please click on it if you not see that video, because it is important ki how you take the inputs and outputs in C++ program. Now at this video, our basic thing, as you see, is about our data types. What are our data types and how we use in the data types in CPP, and how many data types are there and what are their ranges, and many things about that, and we explored that thing. So before starting this video, I must recommend you, please subscribe this channel and share this video to your friends. So guys, let's start this video. First of all, I have to make a page of data type, and this data type in data type, now we considered our first we include our skeleton, our basic skeleton. And in the previous video, as I mentioned, if I not mentioned, then there I tell you one thing, that by including bits stdc++.h, we include all the libraries, and we not require to include the libraries one by one, like mat.h, string. We just include all these libraries with one library function, which is bits slash stdc++.h. using namespace std. So guys, now we talk about the int function. Like I already told you, the int is our data type which we used basically for the numerical numbers. Like numerical numbers, what are the numerical numbers? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 15. All these numbers are the numerical number, and these numbers have is stored in or initialized or assigned to a variable which is like x equals to 10 by our data type called int. Int is also known as a integer. In small form we write it in C++ code, that is int. And if you want to assign it, then you can assign it by like this, and there is like we see out x, and now you see it get printed, it shall be printed. Wait a minute, I not saved. Now I do it again. As you see, the 10 is printed, guys. तो दोस्तों 10 प्रिंट हो गया. इसके साथ अब हम समझते हैं कि what are their restrictions. There are certain restrictions about int, like they have some mentioned range in which we can store, which were shown to you in the screen. As similar to int, we use for greater numbers. For greater numbers we use long x, sin x, cout x. Like 45. So like if you have require more space, and if you have require more ranges of the number, then you use long x. And like I assign sin x, cout x. And as we do this, it shall be printed. सो गाइज, हमने क्या समझा कि इंट के हम रेंजेस में डिवाइड करा गया, इंट को लॉन्ग में, एंड देर इज समथिंग मोर, लाइक इफ नाउ देर इज अ नंबर विच हैव अ डेसिमल वैल्यूज लाइक 5.67, 5.6784. तो देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ डेटा टाइप्स, विच इज अवर फ्लोट, value, and which is our double. So first we consider a float value x equals to 5.67, and there are different ranges of the decimal, and we also considered a float value of y equals to 6. Now we see out x and y. We see the result. First of all, what are the result going to happen. As you see 5.67 is 1 and 6. तो इससे हमें क्या समझ में आता है कि हमारी फ्लोट वैल्यू हो या डबल वैल्यू हो, ये भी जो है इंटीजर को स्टोर कर सकते हैं, बट अगर डेसिमल पॉइंट्स होंगे तो वी कैन easily do the decimal things with float, but we similar thing we use in the long int cases. It shall not be printed. Like I show you, if I assign this thing, if I assign similar this thing to long, like I assign similar thing, what happened, yes, 5.67. So as you see 5 is printed. So I hope you understand कि for our integer values we have all these thing to be like we have int, we have long, we have long, we have float, we have double. Next thing is about, we talk about how we store the string values. Like there is a string called, we assign the string as, we see in as, and we see out. Yes. तो हमने एक स्ट्रिंग बना लिया और हमने उसमें असाइन कर दिया. अब हम लिखते हैं हेलो ज्ञान पोर्टल, और देखा तो हमने क्या, यार नेक्स्ट लाइन में हमारा प्रिंट आया हेलो ओनली. ज्ञान पोर्टल क्यों नहीं आया? आपके माइंड में आया होगा, बिकॉज जब भी स्पेस आ जाता है तो हमारा जो स्ट्रिंग है वो बस एक ही पर्टिकुलर चीज़ को कंसीडर करता है, वो आगे वाले को कंसीडर नहीं करता. वो सोचता है कि यार ये तो स्पेस आ गया, तो ये ब्रेकआउट हो गया है हमने, तो ब्रेकआउट की वजह से इसने ऐसा करा है. ठीक है. और अगर आपको जो है प्रॉपर फुल, अगर मैं कहूँ कि इसे भी हमने मान लिया कि भाई इसने ऐसा करा, हमने कहा कि चल भाई ठीक है, हमने दो स्ट्रिंग बना दी और हमने कहा कि भाई तू सी इन ले ले S1 और सी इन ले ले S2, और अब तू सी आउट कर दे हमारे S1 और S2. तो चलाते हैं और हम फिर से लिखते हैं हेलो ज्ञान पोर्टल. तो अब की बार आपने देखा हेलो और ज्ञान, तो स्पेस के बाद क्या हो रहा है कि वो हर स्ट्रिंग को एक डिफरेंट स्ट्रिंग मान रहा है. जैसे ही स्पेस आ जाता है तो वो एक स्ट्रिंग को जो है डिफरेंट स्ट्रिंग मान लेता है. इस वजह से हम जो है इसमें जो है हमें कैसे असाइन करना होता है, इफ़ यू वांट टू असाइन द होल लाइन देन यू यूज अ गेट लाइन फंक्शन विच आर इनबिल्ट फंक्शन ऑफ सी. लाइक यू यूज str string str and you use getLine sin str and you use cout str, and now we do the same thing and we write hello Gyan portal. So now you see the whole line is should be printed. After this there is another thing like character. For character variables there is a range of around in 256 character is there, and we have used a char function for doing that. And for cout हमने जो है character का cout ले लिया है. And now we take, if I write here hello, then you see it only take a single alphabet which is H. So this is our character value, and as you see every data type. Now there is a question in your mind कि as there are many things like you have one question in your mind. You must have one question कि sir there is a int long float कि हमारे पास इतना सब कुछ है, then why such types of why such type of diversity of data types, why we require this and how we choose these data types. So basically I answer you this question. There are in our computer programs, as you see, our everything takes some space, some memory space, and all major thing is about the memory space कि how we tackle the memory space. and यहाँ भी मेमोरी स्पेस का ही चक्कर है. आप जब इंट को करते हो तो आपकी एक पर्टिकुलर मेमोरी स्पेस है, जब आप लॉन्ग को असाइन करते हो तो आपका एक पर्टिकुलर मेमोरी स्पेस है. अगर आपको इतने मेमोरी स्पेस की ज़रूरत ही नहीं तो वाई यू शुड गो टू द लॉन्ग, बिकॉज यू ऑलवेज ट्राई टू थिंक अबाउट द मेमोरी स्पेस की वी टेक अ लेसर मेमोरी in every run. That's why I told you कि there is some memory space. As there is I already displayed you the sheet of what are the ranges and what are the memory spaces, and it's already visible on your screen. Please see that, and I hope you like this video, and be with us, subscribe this channel and share this video. I hope you like this video. So